Have you ever seen a person who was mean, dangerous, or just not a person you should interact with? This feeling is all too common in life, and it can deal with people you know or see on TV or online. You probably feel like you dodged a bullet not dealing with the people you may have seen, but what if we went over 9 people you don't want to mess with? Well, in that situation, it's no longer a bullet to dodge, but more like a cannonball. But before we get into these wonders of the world, you might want to click the subscribe button to stay up to date on all of our future content. So let's get into it. First on our list is the content creation champion, Idubbbz. Now, Idubbbz has a fabled history online on YouTube and on this platform for creating content about many different types of things, from people like Keemstar to Logan Paul. There has been many videos about many different things. If anyone steps into his target, they are more than likely going to have a bit of a difficult time getting back the public love, as Idubbbz uses quite a bit of logic, many jokes, and a lot to take down his opponents. So if you are creating quite a bit of drama in the community, I think it's a best bet that you need to stay out of his Reddit. Next on our list is Jerry Springer. Now, Jerry Springer, you're probably wondering why he's on this list, but Jerry Springer is actually a very intelligent and a very good speaker. Now, you've probably seen his show on TV, The Jerry Springer Show, where many people will yell at each other. It might not seem like he's dangerous in that fact, but he leads this show and is able to turn people against each other pretty easily. Jerry Springer, he's a legend, and let's be honest, while I probably wouldn't go on the show and you probably wouldn't either, that's probably the best way to go ahead and avoid him. If you want to avoid Jerry Springer, the best bet is to not take any of your relationship issues on air on TV. Third on our list is Christian Bale. Christian Bale is a lot nicer now than he was about 10 years ago. During the filming of The Dark Knight, there was an audio clip that surfaced where Christian Bale was yelling at a poor man who was assisting in filming the movie, using a lot of coarse language. Eventually, Christian Bale did apologize for it and even sent a gift basket. Dr. Phil's a very nice man, and there's nothing against him here. In fact, Dr. Phil helps a lot of people from what we can see. However, if you're a bad person, or a lot of the people that he gets on his show being less than nice, then we would recommend staying off of it. Dr. Phil's here to help. He's a licensed doctor and a psychologist, and he knows a lot about what he's talking about. He's powerful, and he may be rich, but the biggest danger to someone that he might cause is to destroy the egos of the many people that come onto the show. Stepping off of what we would call a celebrity in a sense is Charles Manson. Now, Charles Manson may be dead, but during his time on Earth, he was a very, very bad man. He was an American criminal and a cult leader in the mid-1960s, where he became known as the Manson family, a quasi-commune based in California, and his followers committed a series of 9 murders at 4 locations in July and August of 1969. Stepping up to the plate in our next spot is Joaquin Guzman, or as many people would know him, El Chapo, a dangerous cartel leader who has led to the deaths of many women, children, and men, all over the course of trying to get as many drugs and sell it as fast as possible. This man has escaped jail many times, but now resides in a supermax prison, where he will probably more than likely stay for the rest of his life for the crimes he's committed. This man is certainly not one to mess with, and certainly not one to cross. Vladimir Putin, the current president of Russia, is a very, very powerful man. He does have KGB training, which was the secret operatives in the Soviet Union before 1991. He also practices firing ranges and rides horses shirtless, so as you can tell, is not someone you would like to cross on the international table of business. Next on our list is a man that you probably have seen on the TV quite a lot, which is Kim Jong-un. Now, Kim Jong-un is the current leader of the Democratic People's Republic of North Korea, a hermit state where no one really leaves and hardly anyone goes. North Korea is known to have many labor camps and a lot of poverty issues. In fact, there's not a lot of food to go around. Electricity goes out in the buildings, and there's an iron fist that rules the country named Kim Jong-un. We wouldn't want to cross his path in any way at all. Cancel your trips to North Korea, everybody. Our final person on this list isn't a person at all, but is the corporation named Disney. This conglomerate owns a lot. In fact, it owns about 60% of the box office. Now, their money alone would probably make them pretty dangerous, which is a good enforcement tactic in courts. But Disney is dangerous for a lot of other reasons. In fact, a couple of years ago, a young boy died and he wanted a Spider-Man on top of his gravestone. However, Disney went ahead and had that removed because of copyright reasons, which we think is pretty unreasonable, but is another reason why you probably wouldn't want to cross Disney. On top of that, they protect their copyrights like crazy, and in fact will enforce them because 15 years ago they had worked with a couple of different state legislators to help pass laws about copyright so that they could hold on to a lot of their copyrights like Mickey Mouse, which would have ended up in public domain. However, that didn't happen, and now the mouse belongs to Disney permanently. Thank you guys so much for tuning into the video. We didn't mean to scare you, but we do hope you guys know who to avoid more often now. And as always, have a good one.